Yeah, morning everybody. Welcome to Daily Digest with Jimi Disu, and this is brought to you all the time by MTN. We're forever so grateful for their sponsorship, and I'm also forever grateful, really, to Nigeria Info for allowing me, for giving me 1 hour to do all the jagwajantis things that I do. I hope everybody is happy all around. It's a season of birthdays. Before we get down to business, it's a season of birthdays. So I'd like to say happy birthday first to Mrs. Banke Bankole. Mrs. Banke Bankole is 70 today, but all roads lead to where it's going to be rolled out tomorrow. I put a call through to her this morning to congratulate her. If you go to my Instagram, her photograph is there. She doesn't look a day past 50, in all honesty. And if I ever had the chance, I'd be asking her if she is available. Pretty looking woman. She's at 70. Happy birthday, ma. We wish you all the best and all the best that life offers. Ironically, Mrs. Bankole is the mother of the stallion. Okay, she's prettier than the stallion. That is a no competition at all. Stallion won't like to hear this, but that's what it is. What it is what it is. And to honor Mrs. Bankole, next week on Wednesday, she's going to be here with Dear Bumi, ably assisted by the stallion. So we are going to have a mother and child session on a mother and child session Wednesday next week. Meanwhile, we would say happy birthday today, eat the jollof rice tomorrow, and on Wednesday we round it up with Dear Bumi. Happy birthday, man. Also, yesterday I ran, there's a shop where I still, let me confess, and I hope my doctor is not listening. I've gotten addicted to this nice ice cream, nice ice cream. Unfortunately, it's brought from Ghana. I don't know how Nigeria is importing ice cream from Ghana, but it's a beautiful ice cream. It reminds me of the good old Big Dip. So I sneak in there every day to buy one. The supervisor there has warned me not to shop. But I'm ice cream now. You shouldn't be taking ice cream. So I sneak in. So in the process of that, I was waiting in the car. I sent somebody in to get me some ice cream, and lo and behold, I met the parents of and my new friend. His name is Arthur Kwaran Ikurio. Did I get that right? Arthur Kuruan Ikurio. And he's 1 year old today. And you know me and babies. There are three things that can get me up and about. One is babies, the other is dog. I won't tell you what the third one is, but I leave you to guess. And so I became friends with the boy, and today is his birthday, so I hope he's listening, whatever it is he'll be hearing. Happy birthday to him, and all the best to his parents. His mother, she told me, I was in there for the first time, I saw me in the car park, but I wanted to dismiss them very quickly, but the ice cream caught up with me whilst I was talking to them. And the boy was looking hungrily at my ice cream, and I said, in these days of COVID, I can't let you have a bite. Okay, so happy birthday to him. I need to call them to ask them where the cake and the rice and whatever is going to be, even though on a small scale, because COVID rules have to apply. Okay, so let's get down to business today. Today, like I told you, one thing that is very premium on my mind and to be paramount on anybody's mind is youth development. So today's program, I'm going to devote to the youth. Bring out your pens and paper, just like you take notes down in sermons. You need to take notes down here. We'll be talking about 10 top skills that the youth can learn in 2021. And my good friend here, Temitokwe Tella, Rahamon. Which one comes first? Tella is your surname, right?
Yes, please.
So Temitokwe
Temitayo.
Temitayo, sorry. I don't know what's wrong with my glasses these days. Maybe I think I'm due for a holiday. He's going to put us through 10 top skills that you can learn in 2021. But I think that it would be nice if you took out a minute to let our listeners know who exactly we are talking to again, so they know that you're not just a jiver. They know that you know what you're saying. What's your background like?
Okay, I studied accounting.
Okay.
HND, then public administration, BSc.
Okay.
Then I started business far back while I was still in school. And
whilst you were in school, what business were you doing?
Fashion.
Yeah, I like that T-shirt. I wish I could wear it. but I can't change on air. I don't know because we're on YouTube.
Yes.
We're on YouTube and we're on Facebook Live.
Yes.
And I like the T-shirt that you gave me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the gift.
I appreciate you
I hope
too.
people, it's not chopeo, it's not so. But I just like the T-shirt. So you were into fashion, right?
Yes.
It's even the cap you're wearing. Do you do caps for all bars or something like that?
Well, we can. We don't have Obas as our customers
As
right
your
now,
customers,
but we
yes.
can do for them.
Yeah.
So something ceremonial, something regal, we can do.
We can do that.
Yeah.
So you started this from school.
Yes.
Were people laughing at you then?
No.
Oh, they knew you knew your onions.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good. So let's shoot. So
Okay.
10 topmost skills that the youth. Let's start with number one.
Number one, social media marketing and management.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Social media at this age is the means at which we engage with our customers, our prospects online. And these platforms need those who are good at using them.
Okay.
that
Do you
can
have to
manage them.
learn how to do it?
Yes. If you want to handle it for organizations and
Okay.
do it profitably so that you can achieve the relevant goals of why you're
Are
running
these
a
like the
campaign.
influencers? Is that what it is?
Yes, and no. The influencers use their personal accounts because they have a huge number of followership to drive home a point or to influence others
on
to take
behalf
an
of-
action on
yes.
behalf of another brand. But you as a social media manager handles the social media platforms of brands for them.
Social influencers, how much do they get?
Wow, it depends.
I think I can become an influencer,
Yes,
can't
you
I?
can. You can.
I
You
have the
you
numbers.
the numbers. Just
Yeah.
that I figured your numbers have gone cold.
They've gone what?
Cold. Your
Code. What's
followers.
code?
I mean, they're not alive with your. Especially your Twitter. Yes, that's part of the analysis I went out to check out when I was doing for your blog.
Okay.
So your Twitter, you're not using it effectively. You have the followership, but they're just there. They're not
Well,
doing it.
you have to, for somebody, first of all, I'm an old fuddy-duddy. These things are new to me. But secondly, because of the nature of what I do that makes it a bit personal. After some times, you just get fed up. One of the reasons why I don't feel encouraged to engage is the lack of intellect in the things that come up. But I guess you need to take the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to do a rethink and start activating.
Even-
I used to be very active way back.
Even with what you post, you definitely can still roll with that.
I can roll with that.
Yes, you can.
Okay. So how do you start this business? First of all, you buy a laptop.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yeah, you need a smartphone
A
first.
smartphone.
At least a smartphone first. I mean, depends on the resources you have, but with a smartphone you can scale. You can then scale into a laptop. Then you
But which is the most effective? Which is the most effective
platform?
With this business, which is the most? If I want, for example, if I want to start up somebody, what is the best equipment I can give him? Of course, apart from his brains.
Yes.
obviously.
Yeah. Well, if
A
you can,
smartphone.
give him a smartphone, give him a laptop, then a handful of data. I mean,
Oh yes, we would.
data. I
The
mean,
data, unfortunately, is relatively still expensive. Yeah.
yes.
I'm looking forward to when we can. So, what's the second one?
Yes. Second one is digital marketing, which takes social media marketing and management as one of its offshoots. Digital marketing is all around what happens on the internet. That's aside social media, even with websites, with Google, with other places on the website.
Where do you
Online.
learn how to do that?
Yes. Is it that you meet with people like us, individuals?
You train.
Yes, we train.
For how long is the training?
It all depends, but for me, I do 2-day classes, physical, then 3 months coaching program. So it all depends on people with their model and their own business.
And how much would that cost?
Well, for my digital marketing course, is 100,000.
Okay.
Yes.
And is a one-off.
Yes, one-off.
And
then I take you
after
for-
the training, do you can always come back? You start a relationship
Yes,
with them.
yes. There's a 3 months window that I'll be with you. That's a 3 months coaching program that comes after the
100K.
class. Yes.
Do you pay the 100K at once or you can split it?
No. It's going to be at once.
I'll have Boeing
Within that
Expo.
2 days, we'll be together. So,
Yeah, I can jolly well, because you see, the truth is, the moment you've taught a few things, then the genie is out of the bottle.
yes.
Yes.
And
So,
lots of resources come with it. You get ebooks, you get videos, you get
you
several
provide
other
that
things,
too.
yes, to assist you
That's
in the process.
interesting.
And with the 3 months that you have with us to take you through, it's a wholesome program where if you practice, if you are really interested, you will really catch up.
But then, how good is that for personal revenue? I mean, money day inside.
Baba a day.
A day.
A day. Because in the last, for example, few weeks, I've had the opportunity to have discussions with some organizations, real estate organizations. In fact, some are even telling me to come and be an MD of their organization. You know, yes, this is the revolution for marketing.
It's the new career thing.
Yes, yes.
And you don't really have to go to university for
no.
it.
No. You don't really have to.
You don't have to.
Basically, it's when you get skilled. After being skilled in what you're doing, then how do you scale up to running it as a business? Or else they'll tell you 50K per month, 30K per month, come and do social media management, come and do digital marketing for us. But if you are able to turn your skill into a business, then you can charge as much as you can. Any amount is all about branding, it's all about pricing for what you can deliver, the quality that's behind it. And
so this would jolly well get you off the unemployment line.
Definitely. Like I said the last time I was here, I started using social media marketing for my fashion business. And when I saw that it was very productive and I knew small scale businesses are springing up, why don't I also use that as a second business for myself and provide those solutions to other businesses? So I personally target those who are in business. Those are my own customers, small scales and businesses. That is who I want to service most of the time. But some organizations look at just training people to become digital marketers. So for me, I do both.
Can you get a job in a company that you could make a career of with this kind of training?
Yes, you can.
So what's the third one now? Time is not our friend.
Yeah, the third one is data analysis.
Okay.
The third one is data analysis, and it's the process of examining data sets to draw conclusions about information. This is about having information and you analyzing for them. Big companies who have information around marketing, around research, around customer behavior and decisions. You are the one who's going to analyze the data. That is, in fact, it is even much more rewarding than digital marketing or social media management. Yeah, right now in Nigeria. And when you see job offerings and the likes online, sometimes you see them in dollars.
Really?
Yes. You see them in dollars.
Is there an age limit to this?
No. All skills generally don't have age limit. In fact, they don't even request to see your BSc or your HND or whatever. It's about, can you do this? Yes. What have you done before? You show them.
Now, if you want to train somebody, does the person have to? Okay, you said 2 direct sessions, one-on-one, and the rest is okay. Well, I'm thinking of 1 or 2 people. I feel inclined to sponsor 1 or 2 people. Let me find a way around it. I'm thinking of sponsoring 1 or 2 people to set the pace. I'll think about how to get those 2 people.
Okay, so
whether I would do a lottery, I won't do Nigerian style tell you to fill a form or anything. But I'm thinking seriously, if it's 100K, it's something I think I can manage.
Yeah.
I can sponsor 1 this month and 1 next month. And I can also urge other people who are so inclined to. But there are loads of people that do this training that you do.
Yes.
So it's not, they don't have to come to you.
Yes.
So it doesn't look as if
you can look around and do their own research.
Are you certified?
No. I am not certified.
No, what I mean is, do you get certified anyway?
Okay, do those who come in?
Yes.
Yes. I issue a certificate to them.
And it's valid. Well, if you watch it.
Well, it's a skill, like I said. The certificate is even secondary. Like I mentioned, I am not certified by any
but do some people get certified?
Yes. Nigeria is trying to set up its own institute. I mean, there's an institute for digital marketing and co. We have the ones outside the country as well. So yes, you can. But these are skills. Just like you don't wait to check out the certificate of your mechanic who does your car. As long as you can do it, and he tells you can, and he has
so you leave your engine to him. Is when he finishes, you know whether it's done right or not.
Yes.
So, but that's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
I think it would be nice if at some point we do get certified so you can know who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
But nothing's spoiled. I mean, if they don't do it well, you can kick them out. So we've gone through 3, right?
Yes.
What's the
We've
fourth
done 3. Fourth one is sales leadership. At this age and time, almost everything ends up on the table of the salesperson. And what I'm doing here is selling. What you are doing here is selling, really. Because so to MTN, to Nigeria Info, and all of that, it sales. That's on the second. But there are some people who need to go out every day and turn in products, the value they're giving out, into money for themselves or for the organizations they work for. Sales also, to a large extent, doesn't require your certifications or your certificate. It's on your ability to get stuff done. So if you want to get ahead in anywhere and you have an opportunity to be a salesperson, you need to learn how to do that. You need to learn how to sell very, very well.
Well, so that's number what now?
Number 4.
Number 4. Yeah. Let's do number 5 and then we'll take a break, okay?
Okay.
Right.
Number 5, fortunately, is journalism. We are in an age where information explosion is everywhere. Everyone is gunning to want to know what's up, what's happening. So that's why you see lots of people coming up with YouTube pages and all of that, and Facebook pages. And all they do is they dish out information. They go do videos of local areas. There are so many ideas around journalism. And in quotes, you won't call yourself a journalist, really, because that needs a certification to a large extent.
Yes.
But you are a content producer, you are a reporter, and all of that. And with time.
And you can actually make, it depends on your attitude. And of course, what is most important that they don't teach you in journalism, when I say they don't teach you, it's not, and that is the most premium, is you must be a credible person. You must be very responsible and be very wary about dishing out information. I've seen a lot of these blogs. Some of them are quite disturbing.
You're correct.
I've seen women, I don't know where the virtues of women, some women have gone, say the most obscene things and then call themselves bloggers. In the most obscene manner, nothing held back. I don't know where this thing comes from that people think that they can dance and do this on and churn it out and show all kinds of nonsense, jagbajanti, sexual things. It's very annoying and one feels ashamed. You ask yourself, this is a grown woman. I'm focusing on the woman principally because there's certain, you say the virtuous woman, there's something about women that is so special, even spiritually, that the woman needs to preserve and carry herself. Men can do all kinds of nonsense. If a man is an armed robber, wait, don't shake your head. I'm not talking women's rights here. If you say that, for example, a man is an armed robber, you say no, men can do, but women, they need to keep themselves holy and whatever. And some of the things I see and some of the things that I hear. So you're right. The journalism one, I'd like you to add that it would be nice if you, at the time you're coaching them to do that, then you also find somebody who can help you to take them through the ethics and whatever. And also to I don't want to say train their mindsets, but to sensitize their mindsets about how this thing is done. Okay, we're going to take a we're not talking human rights here. We're going to take a short break. And when we come back, we've gone through skill number 5.
Yes.
We'll start with skill number 6. Now, the number to call is 0700 993 993 993. And the female number exclusive to women without exception is 01465 7190. Because even though Sharif is not here, his spirit is here. And he has warned that no pastor, nobody should be exempted. All male use the male line, all females. But he didn't tell us what will happen in the case of hermaphrodites. Is that what they call them? Male and female?
They exist.
They
Yes,
exist.
they exist.
They exist. You didn't know? Even they exist to the point that even Yorubas have a name for them.
What's it called?
I think those are the ones they call Lakriboto, have you?
Yes.
Male and female.
No. Lakriboto is a woman that doesn't have the place, I think.
So she doesn't have the place, that she has the men's
She
zone.
doesn't have the men.
She doesn't have anything.
Yes.
He doesn't have anything.
No, she has, but it's not open. I mean, it's not like it should supposed to
Really?
be.
I
Yeah,
thought it
think-
was that because we do have people who have the two organs.
Yes.
Well, it's possible, you
Yes.
know, imbalance, birth defects.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
everything.
no, all
Yes.
these things are defects.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even I think that same sex whatever is also is some kind of defect. But I don't have an argument on that.
Well, it's just in the 70s they just agreed that it's not.
Yes.
It's not a defect.
It's not a defect. It's what?
Well, they said it's.
They say it's hormonal.
Yes.
It's hormonal. Well, I think defect is a matter of semantics. It's not normal.
It's been taken to be a psychological thing.
Is it?
Before, yes,
Before?
that's the
Okay,
before
psychological
until
thing
70s.
before. Then is that hormonal?
Is hormonal that they didn't decide to feel that way.
That way,
Yeah.
yes. I agree with you. I agree.
Well, you know, behavioral patterns can be learned and unlearned and all of that. And
But I think when it comes to things like that, for example, for a boy, I remember my son back in the day when he was very young. When you take him down the bridge, he said, "Mommy, my pee-pees." You understand what I'm saying? So I think that there's a strong element of nature here. But look, let's talk about
Business.
5 skills. We're not talking about those skills. We're talking about 5 skills that young people can learn. It's a daily digest. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll take your calls, and then we'll move to skill number 6.
Yellow. This is a public service announcement to our dear customers that don't have NIN or are yet to link their NIN to their MTN lines. As mandated by the NCC, MTN will be linking your national identification number NIN to the same registration information you have already provided. To make the process easy for you, here are 2 simple ways to get it done. Log on to my MTN app or dial *785*NIN#. If you don't have a NIN, visit www.nimc.gov.ng to find an enrollment center near you. If you have registered but can't remember your NIN, dial *346# with the phone number you registered at enrollment. Please remember, apart from your primary line, you must also link your NIN to all your MTN lines and data SIMs such as MiFi, HiNetFlex, and any other line you use on the MTN network. This announcement is very important. To avoid disconnection, all lines must be linked before 6th April 2021.
MTN Pulse. Do you dial *406# to join? Everywhere you go, MTN.
Welcome back. This is Daily Digest with Jimi Disu.
Yeah, you're welcome back to the Morning Digest with Jimi Disu. And I still have with me Mr. Taylor. And we're going through 10 skills that, see, if you're on YouTube and you see me fidgeting, it's because the elastic on my face mask just went off, so I'm trying to adjust to holding it with my hand. So we've gone through skill number 5. What would number 6 be?
user experience design. This is UX designer, it's called, and it is used to create products that provide meaningful and relevant experience to users. So what this means is that you would be the person who would study and create a user experience around a product. An example, let's say a wristwatch. How should it look? How should it be worn? How should it work? What are the functionalities? What are the benefits people will get? And how will they perceive it? So that's your own job.
Yeah, but shouldn't that go under, like, shouldn't that be a sub under one of the things that you've stated, like sales or whatever? Shouldn't that be, or is it a standalone course?
This is a standalone course. It's a standalone course. This is a course on its own where you create, in quote, a product. It is a product creation kind of.
Who would your ultimate client be?
Companies who are producing products. I mean, who are producing, especially most of the time, it's always around gadgets. Always around gadgets. So I don't want to mention brands that do your phones, that do your wristwatches, that do your earpiece.
So what are you telling them? You're telling them this is the way people are going.
Yes, this is how we can create the product to have this kind of design. Then it's going to be more accepted if we do it this way, if we choose these colors.
Do they take cognizance of consumer patterns?
Yes.
I mean, for example, I'd never be caught with a wristwatch that has a chain strap. I've always been a leather strap person.
Me too.
Apart from this one that I'm wearing, the strap comes with the watch.
Yeah.
And apart from that, I just don't like chain watches. I mean, the most expensive wristwatch in the world, if you give it to me, I'll go sell it and buy myself an SUV. I just don't like those things. And so so that what would it, how would you then introduce yourself to a company?
I'm a UX designer.
A
UX designer, user experience designer. Yes.
Do you get any professional certification that you can do exams online or whatever?
Yeah, you can. Even for all these courses, there are
for all these courses,
yes,
there are exams.
There are exams. There are courses you can do. There are some you can get for free. There are some per level you go, you have to pay, and there are some is going to take you maybe 3 months, 6 weeks, and the likes to finish the courses. You pay, and you get your certificates. And different platforms will render that. Even in Nigeria, we have some organizations who do that. Yes.
Okay, let's take 1 or 2 calls. Okay, so we are on skill number what now? 3? 6?
No, 6, yes.
So the next one will be 7.
Yes.
Okay, let's take a call meanwhile. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Just go on, just go on.
So thank you for bringing the guest. It's really, really good that we have people come on here and educate the young minds. I am a product developer for 5 years, and I remember getting my job in Lagos while I was in Osun State. And I worked for like 4 years as a freelancer, and I was being paid more than 200,000 without even meeting those companies, all because of my skill set. I started as a graphic artist, and by the time I moved into Lagos, I was earning so well. So one of the things I've noticed with young minds is that we don't really expand our options when it comes to skill.
Yeah, sorry, he was making a valid point and very encouraging point. I wish he would call back again. About how he was able to. I mean, 200,000 really is a lot of money.
Yes.
In today's whatever for skill. And don't forget that it's not even tied down. It's not an 8 to 5 job. It's just to do the job and so on and so forth. So this is encouragement to you guys out there. Don't sit back and continue to write jam, or you have your certificate and you keep sending your CVs all over the place. I think that if you develop yourself in a lot of these skills, there's probably, you see, when we talk about employment, other issues crop up. How many jobs do you have out there? But the question is, what kind of skills do you have to match the jobs? You will find, you talk to some companies, they tell you we have these vacancies. Okay, we have these vacancies, but most people don't have the skills to do it. So I hope we're making sense out here. And I really do appreciate your coming and passing this on.
Thank you
So
much,
let's
sir.
take number
7.
7.
Yes.
Yes.
Video and photo production and editing.
Video and photo production and editing. Yes.
That is another gold mine. And most of the time, it is also remotely done.
But some people will say that the startup capital cost in terms of equipment. I'm saying what some negative-minded people will be saying. I'm trying to twist their mind. If I want to do video editing, how will I get the money to buy the equipment? What kind of equipment do you need for video editing?
Softwares, laptop.
Oh, software.
Yes.
So once you have a laptop,
You
you're
have
good
the
to go.
software and you have the skill.
And you have the
And
skill.
the willingness to do it. You're going to do it.
How long does it take to acquire that knowledge?
Well, generally, knowledge has a thing to do with the person and the pace you are willing to
Yes,
go
yes.
with it. But in less than a year, I can assure you,
You'll be up and
You'll be
running.
up and running. In fact, most of us we do not even want to collaborate with those who are better off. We like to do the one-man soldier that will suffer for long. If you don't have a laptop, you have a friend that has a laptop, which you can use.
Do we have a system, anything that says people can actually hire laptops until they can buy one? Do you have any companies doing that?
Higher,
when
no.
to buy
But
rent
payment
keke,
plan.
you can rent.
Bicycle.
You have payment plan,
Yes,
but
you
so you
can.
can rent bicycle. I love a rupee.
No.
Did you do that when you were young?
No.
Okay,
Rent bicycle. Yes, I remember my friend, Teslim.
We call them a rupee.
Okay.
And I used to take delight in renting the bicycle at my uncle's house in McCarthy and drive all the way to Awolowo Road way back then, which was a residential street. When I remember the likes of Stan Adeyemi and Joe Fabro, Olajegwe of blessed memory, I used to cycle down. 1 hour, if you go past
Yes,
an
now
hour,
you pay now.
a rupee go hook you. Yeah, so that is promising and it looks achievable.
Yes.
All you need to do first and foremost is invest in a good laptop. You need to add that though.
Yes.
You need to add
And
that.
also, some might also mention that cameras and all of that. Yeah, you can rent cameras to do your job. You don't need to have all these things. You can.
I know one young lady who's a friend of my daughter who learned photography online and also then started by using her phone.
Yes.
I don't want to mention the
So
brand.
you can use your
But-
phone even to produce a video.
Yes.
You can use your
Some
phone
movies that you find on
on the internet and it looks
some
like
they're
they were
shot
shot by phone.
by phones, but you will see that there's something's not quite right. But at least you get away with it.
Yes.
That's interesting. I find this. So that is number 7.
Yeah.
What's number 8?
Software and mobile app development is another skill.
That one is because one time I wanted to develop an app, and the bill that I was giving me, it threw me back. Young cats, so these
Yes.
guys, young, fresh from school,
Yeah.
they looked me straight in the eye and said, Uncle Jimmy, because it's you, they were asking for something between 400 and 500,
Yeah.
and so I ran. I didn't have that
Uncle
kind
Jimmy, you are more than that.
that is the phrase that I hate.
And it's for the value you
you
want to
don't
get. really.
judge. You don't judge a book by its cover.
It's the value you want to get from the product.
Yeah, right.
You did your product, your feasibility studies, sir.
Animal sad law. Don't let's go too far. Don't put me to shame, because next thing you do, you'll be asking for my bank statement. And me, if I'm asked a question, I feel bound to answer. And people mustn't know how much I have in my bank. So, but we'll get to that bridge because okay. So that was item number.
I think 8.
8.
Yeah.
So 2 more.
Yes.
Wait. Let's take a call. And hello.
Hello, Uncle Jimmy. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning to your guest, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Yes. I want to thank him sincerely for the knowledge he's given out to the youth. I started photography in 2016. Although I went to film school actually, but you know how it is now with the whole package and all. But I learned in 2016, and then I wasn't really getting what I wanted from the school because the expectation that they put out was different from what we saw when we got into the school. So as I'm talking, a lot of my students or a lot of my colleagues, they would know. And then a lot of us resorted to YouTube, and then we learned photography, video editing, color grading, and all the rest like that, graphic design on YouTube. So this I'm just trying to say to everybody, no matter the skill you want to learn, it's always on YouTube. By the time you type how to on YouTube, you see how to learn, how to do this and that. And then concerning editing, like your guest has said, if the person is serious, in 3 months you can learn the basics of video editing, especially.
Well, how much the training that you did? Sorry to ask. On the average, then cost you about how much in total? Just give us an idea. Did you run into millions or whatever it is?
It's about, in total, because I did a 2 years program, it's about close to 2 million.
But that was because you did a straight off 2.
They have a 3 month course, and it's about 159,000 back then. 2016, how much it will be now? Back then, 2016. Then, so I want to quickly add, concerning the video editing, there are specific kind of the build-up of a system you can use. For video editing, for example, the minimum RAM a person can use to edit is 4 gig for video editing. But when you're talking of advanced video editing, you need at least 16 gig RAM and above.
Okay. We'll get down to specifics. I'm sure they can call you anytime. People can. What I'm going to do is I won't give out his number here, but I will tweet his. I know what I will do to encourage you to register on my Instagram. I'm going to put this thing up on the Instagram and put his contacts there, so you'll be forced to do that. I'll do that after the program.
Thank you.
And also to encourage you to read my blog. I know most of you might not want to read it because it doesn't talk about who is sleeping with who and who is doing what. I don't have time for that jagbadantis, and I don't think you should. A is sleeping with B is none of your business. You should focus really on the way forward. I think that is very, very crucial. I find it, a bit upsetting that after making the efforts to put a lot of content there, my content and so on and so forth, you don't have the kind of following that you have on, this one sleeps with this one married this and this. I think we need to take, we are now talking reality here. We are talking to ourselves, I can almost say like father to son. Don't spend your time reading those. They're not going to develop you. They're going to entertain you for half a second, but you'd have wasted so much time doing these things. Look for where the knowledge is. And on my birthday, for example, which is the 9th of April, I'm going to bring a lady who she's a minstrel, and she learned how to play the guitar online for free. I'm amazed at what people tell me is out there. I'm amazed. She learned how to play the guitar for free, and today she's so on
dedication.
Yes, and so don't just sit back and on a small phone. Your smartphone doesn't have to be expensive.
Yeah.
Start up from somewhere. You really could start and make a career out of it. Now, just for the record, I know that some people sell computers. They sell them on what do you call it now? What do you call this form of payment? Now my memory is going again. I don't want to call it credit.
Okay, yeah.
Instrumental payments. Yes, I even think some banks do it.
Yes.
But do you have any banks or whatever that sponsor courses to say that, okay, we'll pay for this course and you pay for it over so and so?
No.
I think you need to encourage them to do that. I will join voices with you at some point to say, take this young person. This is how much it's going to cost to train him. Train him for the 6 months. When he's qualified, he'll pay back by working for you, and you can deduct every month. But I think we need the bank CSR department need to start
look at a model.
Yes, instead of having all this youth development thing and that, and instead of telling them to come and do kalu and all these things, use this as a means of developing them. And our politicians too, when you do want to do your CSR, stop buying them pop-up flyer and all this hairdressing. That's not empowerment. Empowerment is knowledge. I'm not putting down anybody, but we do need to up the ante. We do need to up the ante. And I'm glad that you said these things don't necessarily need a university degree. It helps.
Definitely.
It helps,
Yes.
but it's not. Bill Gates didn't, and I think the Zuckerberg too didn't. But how come it's these guys that didn't finish university that have made such a big success? What does that tell us?
Well, we gathered over the years with the books and like we read on this kind of topic is that the C students, that's ABC, the C students like the backbenchers and the likes, they quickly learned social skills more than the A students.
Okay.
So social skills assist you with dealing with people easily. So and you get to the top with people much more than being alone. One. Secondly is that they understood financial empowerment. They understood that they needed money, financial knowledge. That money is the first form of emancipation you can do for yourself after knowing what you should know. You need money to create a necessary change. So they took the step. So, and the school generally is not created for you to be wealthy.
Yeah.
The knowledge base you gather in school is for you to swim into a system and become a middle class kind of person. Yeah. So they got to know that before they can be wealthy, they need to break that chain. School, if you need to go to school, because most of us, for example, just pick any course. You can work anywhere. Anything like anywhere means zero, nowhere. Anything like any course, anything means nothing. Yeah. Everywhere means nowhere. Every means nothing. So most of us had a career path that necessarily does not have an end point on what we will be.
When you were in university, you had already made up your mind you were going to be on your own.
Yes.
From scratch.
Yeah.
Or it was
early
circumstances
enough.
that
Not circumstance. Early enough, because I was an A student too at some point. So, but later on, I got to understand. I saw what was happening in the society, and I knew that
I was an A student, but I got C and D's.
I was an A student.
You don't get it.
So
I have a friend that I needle about having gone to Polytechnic to be a quantity surveyor instead of university. So I like to have that argument with him. And he keeps going at me to say that because with Bashiru, we joke about it. But Wole Soyinka had a third class. So did Gani. So did I. What does that tell you?
Well,
a lot. So how many more skills do we have to go
I think
through?
it's just one more.
Okay, let's go through the last one.
Cloud computing. Cloud computing.
Cloud computing.
Cloud. Yeah, just as it implies, cloud. You help servers. You help people store their database online.
Are you saying that people can't do some of these things on their own? Some companies can't do that.
Yes, they can, but it takes the knowledge. Yeah. So if there's no one who has the knowledge in the organization, they need someone to either join.
Let me quickly ask before time runs out. Is this what has led to what I would call some 419 schools that are within our system here? There's some schools where they're taught Yahoo.
Well,
I'm saying that is it this pattern that has led to that? Well, did you see the video of the young man? Tibadi account control Tibadi get PIN number. He was saying it with a lot of glee. He was so happy at the skill he had. He didn't even know that he was looking at criminality in the face. Bank star hash whatever. I was looking at the guy. I looked at that video close to 10 times. And I said to myself, wow, this is a skilled guy. All you need for that guy is to turn his mind away from criminality. He even said that it's about that account. If I get to one account and I don't see if there's no money there, he will use that account to
borrow money. Yeah, it's for him.
Yes.
Yeah, it could be like a survival tactic, and
I am sure
possibly criminal mind due to influence and the like.
And I am sure that look at the way he said it with so much conviction and pride. That for me, he said, bring it to do it now.
It's just informed. And that is not a skill, really. It's not a skill. It's
but
just informed about
it's a skill, but it's a bad skill.
Okay.
I mean, jumping the fence to go and thief in another matter is a skill.
Okay.
It's a skill.
Okay.
It's a skill.
So all this happens. I mean, the society.
So
Is
in
it-
all these things that you mentioned, there are people who have the means to teach people these skills.
Yes.
That's quite interesting.
And in all of them, I major in 3, in taking people
You
3
major in 3.
out
Okay,
of all the
that's
10.
good.
I don't take all of them. I do social media marketing, digital marketing, and sales leadership. So
You pay for that commercial. that you
Okay,
don't
so
run.
sorry.
I'll keep warning you people about Mrs. Chidi. If she grabs you guys. Okay, let's take 1 or 2 more calls and then I can let you go. It's a Friday, so you might want to go home early. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Please, when you call, stay away from switch off your radio completely. But please,
Speaking, I've done that.
yes, who's speaking?
Please, good morning. I really appreciate the guest this morning and enlightening us about skills that we need to get. So please, I'm so much interested. I'm a woman and I work in a private school. That's just a fact. But after the pandemic, I've been actually looking for skills that I can learn and I can use to assist myself.
Yes.
Yeah, but hearing what you're saying this morning, that the fee and all that, I tell you, for someone like me, is a bit high to afford. So I don't know if you can help do something about it or talk to him about it. I'm so much interested.
Talk to who about it?
The guest.
Oh, okay, I understand. Okay, see.
Yes.
All right. See, very quickly, let me tell you. It's always, first of all, make up your mind what you want to do. Then you find out what it's going to take for you to do it. Most people don't wait for that step. They're defeated ahead. It will be expensive with me, the Lord Benye. If you call that guy, even look at the cap he's wearing. Even Uncle Jimmy said, no. Take that step. Take that bold step. Decide what you want to do. Find out what it's going to take. And then you can find the means to finance it. You can talk to him. He can take instrumental. In which case, you two will be coached instrumentally. Yes, if you pay instrumentally,
You
will
take
be coached
instrumental
instrumentally.
coaching. But Sarah, can I mention that some of those skills that he's mentioned, people waste their data. I tell people to maximize it. Some of these things are available on YouTube.
Yes.
All the time you spend watching movies, binge watching Netflix. If you spend, one of you have free data, from some of these telcos do free data at night.
At night.
Maximize it, stay on YouTube. You can learn so much.
I told you to.
So much.
All my.
Digital marketing is online.
You should be here on the 9th of April because I'm going to get that lady, that young girl, to come play me 1 or 2 tunes on my birthday. Yeah, she's a minstrel, and she composes her songs. She learnt all this on the internet. Also, there's a lady, a photographer. She just got, I don't want to call the brand of the phone, but I think it's quite obvious. When you talk about phones and photographs, the topmost brand is known for that. And that's what she did. She invested money in going to Computer Village and buying a safe and clean used one. She didn't start by buying a new one, but one, and started taking photographs. If you see the photographs she took, beautiful. A lot of us just buy these phones, but we don't even know.
We don't maximize.
We don't. 1/10 of it. We don't.
Yeah.
And I was amazed. Just with the iPhone, she took photographs and edited and did this and did that. By the way, now is the time for me to, especially those of you who patronize, what's it called now? Instagram. That some of the sites that you see, the houses for sale, the restaurants, the food, the whatever, please note that these things have been doctored. I saw one particular place advertised in VI here, and when I got there, it was quite the opposite that I met on ground. So you need to, just like one, there was another one, there's online, we can only deliver. So I said, look, I don't want it delivered. Can I come and pick it up? They refused to give me the address. How can I eat something from where I don't know where it's coming from? I'm going to do a session on that very soon. It's time to go. Thank you very much, Mr. Teller. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much for giving your time. And Wemima, thank you very much. This is where it goes. Tomorrow is the discourse at 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, and what we have tomorrow is what I call matters arising, meaning that we are going to have a solo run between you and I. See you tomorrow at 8. Bye.
Yellow, This is a public service announcement to our dear customers that don't have NIN or are yet to link their NIN to
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.